Hey, it's Monday, June 29th. 5 games on the first 5 board to cover with you today. Reds and Brewers will be up first in Milwaukee. Dodgers taking on the Athletics. We got Washington heading to Fenway to take on the Red Sox. How about the Pirates and the Phillies in Philly? And, of course, we'll close it out in the Bronx with Detroit and the Yankees. Hey, it's Joe Raineri, WagerTalk.com. Why don't we dive in here with Game 1? And that's going to be the Reds and the Brewers. Milwaukee opens up this morning as almost a 140 first 5 favorite with Robert Gasser on the mound. And that price has to deal with one problem right off the bat, and that's Cincinnati. And that lineup, who has finally gotten a little bit healthy here, and they've also been damn good against left-handed pitching over the last couple of weeks. Now, Gasser's not terrible, but he's sitting at around a 4.50 ERA. The underlying metrics say, well, he's pitched a lot better than what those numbers indicate, more like a mid-threes in the ERA with real swing and miss potential here. But Nick Lodolo going for Cincinnati, he's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. Although he's had a couple of decent starts as of late, he's still looking like a 5.59 ERA, and the underlying metrics tell us, yeah, that ERA actually makes him look better than what he has been. Now, over the last couple of weeks, the Reds, second in baseball against lefties, a .871 OPS. Edwin Arroyo has been crushing it. Eugenio Suarez right behind him. But they've only scored about 4.2 runs a game, and that was last week. The lefty matchup is the stronger read, I think, here for tonight. Milwaukee has not been doing the same against lefties as they have been righties. In fact, they haven't been great against righties either, as the Brewers are sitting there 21st in Major League Baseball over the last couple of weeks in that split. They have not been good. Now, Lodolo did just face Milwaukee 6 days ago here, and, well, he looked like he handled it pretty good. But most pitchers have been handling Milwaukee pretty good because, well, they don't hit any home runs, and they really can't be trusted against lefties, no matter what the left-hander is on the mound. So, with the opener around the Reds plus 110 on the first 5 money line, call me crazy, I want Cincinnati. I'll take Cincinnati on the first 5 money line. If the price isn't too crazy, maybe take the half a run through the first 5. I just cannot trust what we're getting from Milwaukee right now. All right, game number 2. Let's head out to Sacramento. It's going to be the Dodgers, who have had no problem scoring runs, but they've only opened up as a minus 105 favorite in the first 5 in Sacramento against Gage Jump, the rookie, and the A's. Well, that tells you the market is not exactly looking at the Dodgers like this game shouldn't even been played. And the reason is, well, against left-handed pitchers, they are not that good. And Jump in his 2.04 ERA is good because even the underlying numbers tell us that he might be even a little bit better than that. This is a high-end profile of a young pitcher who's got a ton of swing and miss potential here, and he just gave San Francisco, he shut him out for 5 straight innings last time out. I got to tell you, it's a pretty good pitching edge here for the A's because Eric Lauer is going for the Dodgers. And let's face it, I don't have to tell you about Eric Lauer. He is a gas can waiting to be lit up. However, teams have not been able to take advantage of him just yet. I think that's crazy. I do think there are going to be some opportunities here to fade Lauer. I don't know that this is the game to do it because the problem for the A's is that they don't hit lefties either. And that's the problem. Neither of these two teams can be trusted against left-handed pitching, at least not over the last couple of weeks. Athletics 22nd against lefties. We know Lauer is a lefty. I don't know. You call me crazy, but the first 5 total opened up 5.5. I'd much rather be holding an under ticket at this point than an over ticket in this matchup tonight. Could be different when that bullpen gets involved for the A's because they have been terrible. But don't trust either of these offenses right now to back an over in the first 5. All right, we got a couple of more games to get to. We'll do that. Do want to remind you to hit that like and subscribe button. Become part of this WagerTalk TV family. We certainly appreciate you hanging with us here as we're going to head to Fenway as the Nationals and the Red Sox getting ready to go. Now, Boston coming off a huge sweep against their rival, the Yankees. They opened up as a big first five favorite this morning around the minus 180 mark. But boy, oh boy, has it been all Washington money ever since. Why were they such a big favorite? Well, Ranger Suarez for starters. And then they were saying Miles Mikolas is going to be starting here today. And, well, Mikolas has been the bulk arm over about the last month. They usually use a starter, some sort of opener situation. Washington has, and it's actually worked out pretty well for them. He's not as terrible as everybody wants to believe that he is. And Suarez, well, he's been pretty good. 2.83 ERA. Underlying numbers have him in that same neighborhood. And he is missing bats, by the way, without sending a lot of guys for free traffic there with free base on balls. His last outing was really good. But again, the problem that I'm having here is that Washington hits lefties very well. And this is the ultimate of ultimate letdown spots for this Boston Red Sox team, having just played on Sunday Night Baseball, extra innings, blew the game in the ninth. Chapman is taxed. Both bullpens, by the way, are taxed and can't be trusted here. I don't know. I mean, call me crazy. You've got a Washington team that is solid enough against lefties, top 10 over the last couple of weeks. Boston, by the way, just 26th against any sort of right-handed pitching in that same window. Yeah, they're not scoring a ton of runs here, Boston. And yes, I get it's Ranger Suarez, but I also get that this is an absolute letdown spot here. I don't know. I'll take Washington here. I'll take them on the money line. I will take a run or a half a run, rather, in the first five. All right, let's move on here. Pirates at Phillies. This is one where the total jumps out because Pittsburgh and Philadelphia both rank pretty much top three in baseball right now against right-handed pitching over the last couple of weeks. First five total opened up at 4.5. Pittsburgh with Braxton Ashcraft on the mound, 3.07 ERA. Underlying numbers, high twos. He's good. He misses bats. He just punched out 10 against Seattle, even though Seattle's offense isn't the best. But he is, no doubt, pretty good. And Aaron Nola for Philadelphia, not so good. He is a guy that certainly has had some issues over the last, shall we say, couple of starts, or maybe all year. Not a guy that we can trust altogether. I think the underlying numbers tell us that, yeah, if the bats are swinging here for Pittsburgh, runs could be coming, especially given the fact that over the last couple of weeks, .879 OPS against righties. That's third in baseball. They're hitting it, man. And we know Philadelphia also right there, crushing it. Kyle Schwarber, obviously, 30 home runs this year. He can hit righties. So Ashcraft is the better arm, but both lineups, I think, are primed to be able to score some runs. So I'm on the over 4.5 in the first five in this one. Final game of the night is going to be the Yankees taking on the Tigers. Yankees just got swept by Boston. They're barely scoring 2.5 runs a game over the last week. They look tired. They look spent. They haven't had a day off in forever. Now they have to travel home after an extra inning loss last night, much for the same reasons that I like Washington early in the game with the letdown spot. I like Casey Mize here and Detroit. Both of these teams have got issues with bullpens, but Casey Mize, I think, much better shape here tonight than Weathers in order to be able to handle business for the Tigers. Now, don't forget, they did just face one another a week ago, and it wasn't terrible. Casey Mize did give up some runs. He gave up some traffic, but Ryan Weathers, he was very good in that game, but I'm not buying it here. Weathers is a fly ball pitcher, tends to give up way too many home runs. Detroit with Carpenter back, Spencer Torkelson, I think runs are coming for Detroit early. I do not trust the Yankees. I think they're wiped coming off of that loss last night. They're still pricing the Yankees, though, like they're, well, the Yankees, but they're not. I think the Detroit Tigers in the first 5 might be the best look here of the night. And that'll do it. All right, 5 games in the first 5 for you to digest here. Don't forget, I've got 2 plays locked and loaded on my page at wagertalk.com right now that you can head over there. Use the shortcut code WT.buzz/JR. Take advantage here. 2 damn good plays, in fact, that we've got locked and loaded. Make sure you visit. Go grab those now. Sign up for one of those great all-access packages. Never miss a top play here in Major League Baseball this week. So don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you come back and join us again. I'll have another edition of First 5 for you tomorrow as we look to wrap up the month of June. Best of luck. Enjoy the games. We'll talk to you again soon here on Wager Talk TV.